Well, this update was a little disappointing. No new war paints, or taunts, or heavy update. We did get a page worth of medals alongside some cosmetics. Well, we did get some fixes at least. Most notable being Func Rotating finally being fixed after 11 years. So what is Func Rotating? Func Rotating is a function, not surprisingly, that made the brush it was assigned to rotate. You can also parent props to the rotating brush to make them rotate without animating the prop itself. Very useful if you're not an animator. Func Rotating was broken by Robin Walker, the creator of Team Fortress 2, before the game even came out. In fact, we have the exact date it was broken. August 31st, 2007, at 3:27 PM. The entity only worked client-side, rotating the player while the brush is assigned to stayed stationary. It seems like all of a sudden the TF2 team has finally got around to fixing this entity with this update, over 11 years later. If you wanted something to rotate in a map before this update, you had to use a hacky workaround using this bizarrely vague entity called Momentary Rot Button, and tying it to a logic relay entity to make it loop. This is the method I used to make the skybox and ship rotating PD steamed hams. And I was working on a prototype which used this method to rotate a boulder in an Indiana Jones-like chase sequence. I never finished this map off. I might use it for something else though. A map I looked at recently called Whoa used another method. Whoa ties a physics box entity to a physics motor. This method is limited however due to how Source handles physics detection in multiplayer. To stop players from falling through the cube, the map has to send a console command to the server it's running on. And if a server isn't configured to take commands from maps, the collisions won't work correctly because it won't receive the right commands. So aside from making the life of TF2 mappers easier, what does this mean for TF2? Not much really. 2 Fort's clouds will now move when they didn't before, and the radars will now rotate on top of Gravel Pit Point B. This also affects items on Gullywash, Steel, Egypt, and Frontier. I might have missed the map, but I'm pretty sure those are the main ones. This also fixes things in other early TF2 maps that use this entity without knowing it was broken. Also, if a map is ported over from another Source game, Func Rotating entities will now be slightly less broken. I am disappointed in this update, but I'm also kinda glad and amused that it took this long to fix an entity that would otherwise be commonly used if it wasn't broken. Seriously, 11 years! This entity has been broken longer than the game has been out. Well, worth the wait I guess? I'm gonna be having fun with this entity. Also, as a little side note, as I write this script, TF2 just reached a new player count peak. Kinda interesting a small Smithmas update drew so many people. Maybe it's a combination of holidays, nostalgia, update happening, and general burnout on other team-based shooters. Or maybe it's just a lot of bots trying to get the free stocking items. Pretty good for 11-year-old games still.